time. Where should I invest, Dr. Lina? Where should I invest? Should I put it in ETF, real estate? I want to gain financial freedom. I don't know how to go about it. Dr. Lina, should I put my money in an ETF or real estate, or should I put it in businesses, or should I even put it in the savings account? That's one of the a lot of questions I get in my inbox every day. How are you? Welcome in. And how are you doing today? It's one more day to the end of the week. Welcome everyone. How are you? So good to have each and everyone today. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. What strategies do I use? I use strategies like ETF, real estate. The goal is for us to get to that $1 million status, to gain financial freedom. That's what we do right here, right? Because of course, what did the society tell us? Go to school, get a job, and of course, life will be beautiful. But guess what? How is that looking like? How is that looking like? Yes, exactly. I that it's that's what it's called, the paycheck to paycheck. It's called the rat race, right? It's called the hamster wheel. But how do you get out of this if that's your goal, which is financial freedom? Working because you want to work, not because you want to pay bills, right? That's what we want to talk about today. You have to, if you all you do is to save. You see that you're not building wealth. To build wealth, you have to do something differently. Something called ETF and real estate. Something called businesses. That is the millionaires blueprint. That is the millionaires blueprint. And so everyone coming in, tap out the life. We'll get to 30, once we get to 3,000 taps, and of course we get to 30 shares, we'll start the class. This is not your regular life. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in everyone. How are you doing? Welcome in everyone. So good to have you. So let's tap out the live. Invite your friends over. Invite your friends over. Tap out the live. And we are talking about ETF, we're talking about real estate, we're talking about businesses. If I gave you 1,000, if I give you $100,000 today, and I'll say, where would you put that money? Would you put it in a bank? Would you just put it in the bank, or you put it in an IU savings account? Or are you going to put it in ETF, or you don't even know what ETF is? Or you're going to put it in businesses, or you put it in real estate? Where are you going to put it? And that's what we want to go talk about today. As a matter of fact, we're going to also talk about the 4 layers of wealth. Caribbean, welcome in. Senegal Global, Dave, how are you? Phil Zada, welcome in. How are you doing? We'll tap out the live, get it to. I will start the class as soon as we get to 3,000 taps, right? 3,000 taps. So the earlier we start tapping, the better we start getting into. Linux, how are you? Welcome in. How are you doing? Where are you connected from? Put where you're connected from. I am in Texas, in United States. I'm in Texas, in United States. So good to have each and every one of us. Steve, thank you so much for the likes. Let's keep tapping. The minute we get to 3,000 taps, we get started. So maybe you want to learn about ETF, you want to learn about businesses, real estate, or Australia. Ease, how are you? Do I know you? Ray TP, thank you so much for the daily at me. That's how it's been done. When you come in, you tap out the live. Hey, Farah girl, how are you? It's been a minute. What's going on? What is going on? It's so good to see you tonight. So good to see you tonight. How are you? And for my YouTube community, so good to have you. Yeah, click on the subscribe button if you're new here. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And of course, I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. My day job is vice president of technology. I'm a doctor. I have my doctorate and my master's in strategic business and information system, and I'm a professor as well, teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and of course I also teach information management system this fall. And I also, like I said, I'm a vice president of technology. I'm an economist and a chartered accountant, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. And with all of my income and all of that, I still did not gain financial freedom because I was saving until I started doing something differently, investing like the multi-millionaire. It's been a long few days, girl. How are you doing? How are you doing? We need to catch up. What's going on? So let's keep tapping out the live. You want to gain financial freedom? This is the place for you. If you have been seated here, if this looks like what you are looking for, right? That's what you want to grow your money. You want to you want to double your money. This is not get rich quick scheme, by the way. We are moderate investors, okay? We don't gamble here. We don't do get rich quick scheme. We don't do hypes. We do generational wealth, right? That's what we do here. Let's tap out the life money formula in exactly. So tap out the life as soon as we get to 3,000 taps and 30 shares, we get the class started. This is not your regular life. This is a class. So get your pen and paper ready, right? Get your pen and paper ready. The only 4 things or 5 things that we ask is, once you get in, if you sit here for more than 2 minutes, in 2 minutes, you should be able to determine if this is what you're looking for, if this looks like a home for you. So all you have to do is click on the follow button right away. In 2 minutes, click on the follow button, get your daily at me, tap out the life all the way. Is it for USA? Absolutely not. Wherever, if there's a legal tender in your country, Mr. Chris just followed. Welcome to the family. Yeah, Mr. Chris just followed. If there's a legal tender in your country, meaning there's money, do they spend money? Is there like a stock exchange in your country? Then make sure you click on the follow button. This is for everyone, right? Let's keep tapping out the light, welcoming everyone. As soon as we get to 3,000 taps and 30, in short, 50 shares, 3,000 taps, we get the class started. Get your pen and paper ready. So we asked for 5 things only, 5 things, right? Remember, 5 things. I did need 3 million in 2 years. Oh, then I'm not for you, Black Salt. I'm not, because this is not get rich quick scheme. This is ways people lose their money. When you say 3 million in 2 years, right? That's exactly how I lost $99,000 in 1 year. When you're looking for 3 million in 2 years, you end up losing 99,000 in 1 year. That's how I lost my money. I lost my money to options trading. I lost my money to penny stock and day trading. Here we invest like we are moderate investors. I want to be very clear. Moderate investor, what does that do? We get to $1 million in 10 years. Selfara just got to level 11, and Amudalat just followed and joined the community of millionaires. Welcoming everyone. Let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 3,000 taps, means tapping is you tapping the screen. And my YouTube community, so good to have you. Where are you connected from? Let me know where you're connecting from. Put it in the comments. I am in Texas, in United States. As soon as we get to 3,000 taps and 50 shares, if you can repost, that would be great. 3,000 taps, 50 shares, we get the class started. Get your pen and paper ready. Get your hands all the way. Those fingers, let it start tapping so we can get the class started. How does it work then? That's what we want to teach. So if you want to learn everything about why you need to stop saving, how investing in ETF, businesses, real estate, the millionaires machine, how to get there, the earlier we get to 3,000, the better, the quicker we can start the class. Get your pen ready. This is not your regular life. This is what some people pay thousands of dollars for to learn, and that's what we are teaching here for free, because my goal is to help as many people, in this financial literacy journey. So maybe the first half of the year you struggle when it comes to your finances, or your finances is not in line with all those your personal goals at the beginning of the year. This is the other half of the year. You can still end the year on a high note. You can still end the year still meeting those goals. But one thing that I can tell you is that you cannot be doing the same thing and achieve the same results. If you did the same thing the first half of the year and you still did not get your results with your finances where you want it to be, right? By at the end of June, right, you need to switch something up. As a matter of fact, in June we did 21 days of mid-year money reset ahead of the other half of the year, so that would help as many people. Let's keep tapping out the live. The minute we get to 3,000 taps, we get the class started. That's how. Thank you so much, Selfara. Thank you so much. But as a matter of fact, if you be sitting here for more than 2 minutes, sit here for 2 minutes. If it sounds like something that you are looking for, or the board, you see it on the board, stop saving, you want to understand what that means. ETF, you want to understand what that means. Real estate, you want to, maybe you have been thinking about it, that okay, how do I even invest in real estate without owning properties, right? That can be your own question. Or how do I invest in real estate without a stress of getting all the 6 paychecks? Or you don't even know anything about real estate at all. You are just, or you have never bought a property and that's your dream and your goal, right? Then stick around. about businesses, right? That is another thing that we talk about here. Like, you like McDonald's fries, right? Who says you cannot buy McDonald's? All those laundromats, right? All of those baby boomers businesses, right? If I invest $800 a month, what will I gain? That's what we're going to be talking about here. First of all, you need to understand where. We tell you, how are you? You want to understand where you want to put your money. You want to understand the fundamentals. There are three sets of people when they're investing in the stock market. They are the one. They are, one set is there's something called in the stock market. There's some set of people called speculators. They just assume it's going to be like this. I want to double my money. There's the other set of people that they are gamblers, right? And then we have investors. We are the investors category. The gamblers and the speculators, those two, they end up losing money. That's exactly what I did 6 years ago, losing 99,000. It's not fun. It's funny now, but it's not funny because I also made I've made hundreds of thousands, right? Using the strategy that I'm talking about, ETF, right? And we're going to be talking about it as soon as we get to 3,000 taps. If you have been sitting, if you are new here, I'm Dr. Lina, a health professional, turn their income into real wealth. This is not about the USE or anywhere. It's about anywhere in the world. So if so far they're spending currency, so far there's the stock exchange, which I believe every country has its own. Every country has a stock exchange, right? Every country has a stock exchange, right? So if they have that in your country, you can invest in the US, you can invest in your country, investing in the US, or you can also invest in your country, in your own local country as ETF as well. So I'm going to be teaching you. ETF helps with diversification. It helps you to reduce your risk. And all you do is to save your money in the bank. What if I tell you that do I believe in my country? Geez, what country are you? What country are you? What country are you? As a matter of fact, since we started talking about countries, drop in the comments, what country are you connected from? Kenya. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are my in-laws, right? My brother is married to a Kenyan. Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be so surprised. I'm a Nigerian American, so I can tell you, right? You'll be so surprised at some crazy return. Imi Kyoga, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? We have the YouTube community on the side as well. Afghanistan, wow, Colombia. Really, Giddy? Are you sure you're from Afghanistan or you're trolling? Colombia in Texas. So good to have everyone. Put in here, yesterday we had close to 20 countries. As a matter of fact, over 20 countries. Cameroon, keep watching. We already have Colombia, Ghana, we have Afghanistan, we have Kenya, right? So let's see, where am I? You see a lot of people. What country? Put it in here. I am in Texas, in the United States, and for my YouTube community, do the same thing. Nigeria, I see Cameroon. Awesome. Let's see, where am I? UK, they are typically here. I've not seen Germany, I've not seen Italy, I've not seen Paris, France, I've not seen that. I've not seen Netherlands, Amsterdam. Where are you guys? UAE, where is UAE and Qatar? We had 2 Qataris yesterday. We had 2 people from Qatar. So put the country where you represent, and once you're here, make sure you click on the follow button. Once you're here for 2 minutes, we're going to be talking about, so far there is a legal tender, there is a stock exchange in your country, then this applies to you. There is you want to gain financial freedom, you want to build wealth. Yes, Kenya in Qatar. See, I told you, Kenya in Qatar. Okay, tell me which country. Put it in the comment section. Let's meet each other. I am a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian American, right? I'm Nigerian American. So you might have traveled many seas. Be the first immigrant, the first generation immigrant, right? With real estate, we'll talk about homes by Tyrone. Yeah, I've had like 3 sessions. 3-hour session on real estate today. I've had that, so you hear my voice. So once 3,000 taps, that's great. Let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 5,000 taps. While we drop, which country are you connecting from? I have not seen my Belgians. Where are my Belgians? Right? As a matter of fact, I love to travel. One country that I saw yesterday that amazed me was Thailand. We had somebody from Thailand join yesterday. We had China join yesterday. So put the country where you're connecting from. Put the country where you're connecting from. Tap out the live. Let's keep tap out we're going to start right now. Yeah, D baby, where are you connected from? Where are you connecting from? Yeah, put it in the comments, and of course click on the follow button. I'm not saying the follow. So what do I say? And we let's get into 30 shares. Press my forehead on the screen and share with your family and friend. Let's get to 30 shares, and we already got to over 3,000. Let's keep tapping. Your shares is press my forehead on the screen. Get your daily admin. Sit here for 2 minutes, and if you do not find that value, it's okay for you to scroll. But if this looks like what you are looking for, it's 2 minutes is enough for you to determine that this is value. Okay, so make sure you click on the follow button immediately. Courtney just joined the family, and Jenny just joined the family. Welcome in, and congratulations joining the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. So if your goal is to become a millionaire, or in dollars, or you want to gain financial freedom, or your own case might just be like you want to just fix your finances. The first half of the year did not go the way you wanted to. You said 3K. Yes, we are there, but I said 30 shares. 3K and 30 shares. We are still at 21 shares right now. So I know I keep to my own side of the coin, okay? I said 3K taps and 30 shares. 3K tap and 30 shares. Press my forehead. You understand the reason why I asked this. The reason is that a lot of time when I start teaching, right, guess what? People would come and they will say, please, can you repeat? But they always forget that they're not AI. So, and then they're going to take everyone backwards. So that's why I say share. So share is press my forehead on the screen and invite your friends over. You'll see your contacts and then you invite them. Once we get to 30 shares, 30 shares. Right now we are 21 shares. Let's get it to 30 shares and we'll get it started. Thank you for all tapping out the live. So good to have each and every one of you. If you'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes, make sure you at this point 2 minutes you should be able to make sure you click on the follow button. Yeah, how to share. Press my forehead on the screen. Don't mind my bumps. You can also press my bumps here. Press it. You would see your contacts come down. Once you have my contact come down, hello Nathan, you would see your contact, then you start inviting them. Okay, that's how you share. Right now we are 22 shares. It's called power share, right? This is called just power share. Yes, okay, DW shared, awesome. With shared. So once we get to 30 shares, Fred Culture just joined the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Yes, that's how you do it. Yeah, once we get to 30 shares, we get the class started, right? So stop saving. What does this mean? Why do I say stop saving? That sounds like different from and I'm getting my pen so that I'm ready. Once we get to 30 shares, we get started. 30 shares, we are 23 shares right now. Let's get it to 30 shares and keep going until you see more friends and you can share with them. Yes, exactly. Yes, let's do that. Let's welcome in everyone. Welcome in everyone. And if this sounds like what you are looking for, make sure you click on that follow button. Make sure you click on that follow button. Get your daily atme, tap out the live, share out the live. Abina just followed as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. And for my YouTube community, make sure you click on subscribe button. So good to have you. Bogziri just also click on the follow button. Welcome in everyone. Get your daily atme as well. Awesome. So good to have everyone. And it's almost Friday. It's not yet Friday on my end, but it is almost Friday. We are 26 shares, so let's get it to 30 shares. I keep to my own side of the story. We are almost there. Press my forehead on the screen and invite your friends over. We have more. Thank you so much. Get your daily atme. Tap out the live non-stop. Let's keep tapping out the live. Get your shares. Press my forehead on the screen, right? You would see your contact, then you would share with them, and then you would see, and we get this class started. We get the class. This is not, get your pen ready as well. Get your pen ready. Get your pen and paper ready. Awesome. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you for the shares. Awesome. We are getting there. Great. So when I say stop investing, what do I mean? I mean, stop saving, right? When I say stop saving, what does this mean? It means that you need to start investing. So you stop saving and start investing. What does this mean? And I'm going to go through this quickly. All right. There's something called the rule of 70. We're going to be talking about that. I'm going to tell you how Abrak just joined the family as well. Welcome in. The thing about it is that there is something called the rule of 72. I'll show it quickly. Thank you so much for filling the gift gallery. So, I really appreciate that. Everyone, fill the gift gallery, get your daily at me. So, the thing, and Go Populars help this life as well. It does help this life. So, really appreciate everyone doing that. Awesome. So, when I say stop saving, tonight I'm going to show it to you why I tell you to stop saving. The other thing I'm going to tell you, it to show to you is the four steps of wealth building, and that's going to lead us to the ETF, and it's going to lead us to businesses and real estate. You understand, because that is the millionaire's blueprint. Do not, until you understand that, you would realize the reason why you might be working so hard and you're not building wealth, right? Working so hard, three people might be doing the same thing, earning the same income, but guess what? One person is building wealth, the other person is just average, and the other person is is living paycheck to paycheck. And guess what? They both earn the same $100,000, $100,000, $100,000, and they are saving the same amount, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. But one person is building generational wealth, right? And the other person is just there, right? Will be okay, pay bills, but the other person is even going to struggle. And you would show it today. The person that is saving is not building wealth, for sure, right? The person that is investing is going to start building wealth, and the other person in the middle that is just playing it safe is also, it will be okay, but it will never build wealth, right? You are not gain financial freedom. Let's keep tapping out the light. Welcome in, everyone. And Victoria just followed as well. And if you've been sitting here more than 2 minutes or anything around here, get your attention, right? It means that there's something you want to change about your finances on the other 6 months of the year. Okay, so let's get it started. And we get to the 30 power shares? We did not. Okay, power shares. Press my forehead and of course start sharing. Yeah, and let's also indicate where you're connecting from. If you're new here, put 1 in the comments, or just state I am new. You are new, put I am new. Okay, if you are new here, put I am new, or you just put 1 in the comment. I am new, put 1 in the comment. Loga just joined the family. Welcome in. So we're going to look at 3 scenarios, 3 individuals. All right, CFA, we have CFA, Abina, and Wealth. CFA, Abina, and Wealth. There's CFA, Abina, and Wealth. Okay, 3 different individuals. The 3 different, and I'm not picking on anybody. Jimsy, welcome in. Make sure you click on the follow button and tap out the live. Right here, what we do is tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Get your daily at me non-stop. If you sit here for 2 minutes, then click on the follow button. But it's okay to also scroll if you are, you think that it's not something for you, right? But 2 minutes, wait 2 minutes. Once you get to 2 minutes, make sure you get to 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button. Okay, click on the follow button. I tell you, this is life changing. Get your pen and paper ready, because class is about to be in session. And everyone that just joined the family, you are new here, welcome Welcome to the family. You are about to gain financial freedom. You are about to get to that $1 million journey, start your millionaire journey, right here in this life. Okay, so, and that's it. CFA, just follow click on the follow button. Just do it. Be wise, just do that. Awesome. So good to have all of you. Welcome to the $1 Million League. And I'm your coach. I'm a vice president of technology. I'm a professor teaching AI deep learning. I'm an economist, a chartered accountant. I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, made hundreds of thousands on the stock market, through the ETF strategy, lost 99,000 through the other strategy. And of course, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio right there. So, and I invest in business as well. Those are things that I do. We use here the multi-millionaire strategy. What does that mean? We are moderate investors. We are not high-risk investors. And of course, we build generational wealth, and our goal is financial freedom. If that's what you like, right? Even with those vice president income and all of those big profile, I still did not gain financial freedom until I started. Andy coming, how are you doing? Yeah. Until I started building wealth. Started doing this. That's when I started building wealth, okay? That's how I started building wealth. So good to have every one of you. Get your pen and paper, tap out the live, click on the follow button, and of course, get your daily at me as well. And if you can gift, do the Go Populars. That is great. So we have my three friends, CFA, Abina, and Wealth, and we're going to show it to both of all of them. They are what are they? They are nurses. Let's say they are nurses. Okay, they are all nurses because they are three friends. And I hope it's okay by the three of you. I hope it's okay using you today as our example. I hope it's okay. We have the three of you right here. And both of all of them, because they are friends, they make $100,000. And all of them went to the same school. The three of them went to the same school. And because they went to the same school, they learned the same training and they saved $20,000 every single year. So they save $20,000 every year. So the same thing, everybody has the same thing. They have the same kind of family. They have everything. They said, yes, okay, great. Let's keep tapping out the life. And make sure you click on the follow button. Take a minute. Make sure you click on the follow button. I'm glad that you all are responding. Okay, so we have the three of you right here. Guess what? Because CFA, and I'm just picking on anybody, right? CFA decides to say that, you know what, this life, I'm just going to save diligently, right? Remember, it's just going to save diligently, right? And because of that, he saves his 20,000 every single year. He saved 20,000 and he has done well. Where did you buy the board from? It's on Amazon. The board is on Amazon. You can actually buy it on Amazon. As a matter of fact, I need a bigger board right now. I'm getting a bigger one. All right. So let's say $20,000, right? All of them, the same thing. You can see they are starting. They have the same baseline. They have the same baseline. Okay. And please tap out the live. You will see. I want to make sure that yesterday we got to over 200. I think. Don't distract. Okay, thank you so much. We got to over 300, almost 300 people in here. And what really did was tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Go Populars, get your daily at me. If you are here, make sure you click on the follow button. That is what really helped. And that's my only ask, okay? And if you can give the gallery, that would be great. And of course, Go Populars, okay? So that's all that I'm asking. Let's not, I know we are all locked in. All right. So we have CFA, the three of them, CFA. Let's use Mr. CFA. There's something called the rule of 72. Rule of 72. What is rule of 72? It tells you how long it takes your money to double. And I want to use this illustration so that you understand when I tell you stop saving. And whenever you put your money in the bank, what does that mean, right? What did you sign up for? So CFA, right? If you have a savings account, what the three of you or anyone, what interest are you getting in your bank? Somebody would say, what interest do you get from your bank? Like your savings account. You have a savings account. I get, like in Chase, I have accounts with Chase. I have in Bank of America. I get about 0.01%. And guys, this is not your regular life. This is a two-way traffic. So I'm going to ask questions. You're going to respond. We're going to do it together. Right? We're going to do it together. So you will respond. What interest do you get on your bank account? What is the interest? And to make it quicker, somebody is going to help again. Queen, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the daily at me. Welcome in, everyone. Keep tapping out the live. We try to get to 50,000 taps tonight. And of course, get to at least 100 daily, 100 shares, right? 100 shares. What are we saying? We're trying to get to 500 shares, 50,000 taps, 500 shares, and of course, we also try to get to at least 100, daily at me, and get at least 200 followers. Okay, 200 followers. We've been doing that consistently for the past 3 days. So good to everyone is doing so well. Awesome. Great. Awesome. So the shares really help. So somebody said, my friend Black said 0.05. Awesome. So we're going to, I'm trying to understand the topic. So we're saying you should stop saving. And that's what we started with right now. You said you should stop saving. So it is 0.01, right? 0.05. So if you save your money, there's something called the rule of 72, Jerry, right? That's what we want to talk about. And we just started the class. We just the Sephora, is there a reason why you block Ghana first? I don't know. Is there a reason why you go? If you can just, I don't know what happened, right? Because she's blocked right now. Fall Jeffat, welcome. And if you are seated for more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes is what it takes. Make sure you click on the follow button. Fall Fight, welcome to the family. Yeah, DJ, welcome to the family as well. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. This Ghana first was blocked. Ghana First was blocked. You see it up there. I just saw it. Ghana First was blocked. Jerry King, welcome to the family. Awesome. So whenever we say, maybe you would have heard, maybe you have heard call to leave. Steve say, stop saving. You heard Dave Rafi say, stop saving. Or Tony Robbins tell you, stop saving. Or you would see here, Sir Alex on the budget. All this, all this personal finance. Or it was an accident. Maybe you can just unblock. Yeah. All this, what's it called? All those other people, if you can, you hear them say stop saving, you will understand, you will see the exact reason why they say you should stop saving. You will see it right now. So the first one is 0.05, right? That's the interest you get if you have high yield savings account. What is the interest that you have? Abinas, CFA Wealth, anyone, Sephora, yeah, Bull Hill, yeah. What is Black Salt, Bulgari, Abrasha, CFA, Coin, Giddy? What interest do you get? You're giving out gem information. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we? Yeah, thank you so much. And let's keep tapping out the live. Get your daily at me. Make sure you click on the follow button right there. I don't have access to that. Only you. Oh, just click the name. Okay. I just want to make sure that let's see. Let me see. Thank you, Sephora. Sephora is absolutely amazing. You need to check her out. Let's see. Okay, I think I see her here. Okay, I just did. So if you seated more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on the follow button. Hi, Nikki B. How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, make sure you click the follow button and turn on your notification bell and get your daily at me. So anybody, high yield savings account, or if you don't know high yield savings account, put high yield savings account. I don't know high yield savings account. I don't know high interest savings account. High yield savings account, I do not know. High interest savings account, I do not know. Put HYSA. Put it in the comment. HYSA or HISA. Put it in the comment. I don't know what that is. But for the people that know it, what interest are you getting in your bank? And you would see, this is where we are going to. Abina, do you have an I need direction on investing? That's exactly why we are here. Okay, you don't know. Okay. IU savings account. If you don't know IU savings account, yes, Abina, right? Do you have an IU savings account? Do you know what IU savings account is? And let's keep tapping out the live. Okay, you don't know. All right. So if you don't know what IU savings account is, that's why we are here. This is a class, right? I told you it's a two-way thing. You have to engage. You need to respond, right? The earlier we respond, the quicker we go on this live. I'm trying to get to 1.5 hours today. We've been doing 3 hours, 4 hours, and I don't have the energy. Welcome in the P5. How are you doing, right? You would see she's going to get daily at me. I can tell you what she's going to do. She's an OG here. Yeah. So what is intra-year savings account, right? IU savings account. I don't know IU savings account, put it in the comments so I know if I'm going to talk about it. And for those that have IU savings account, what return are you getting on it? What return? What interest are you getting? For those that you don't know, okay, I don't know. Who else? Put it in the comment section. I do not know IU savings account. Put it in the comments. I don't know. That's great. For those that know, because we have close to 100 people here. So does it mean that every other person know? For those that know, what interest are you getting? What interest are you getting? Are we all sleeping, or we have a lot of BOTs here tonight? Do we have the only reason? Thank you so much for the Go Popular Sephora. You don't know. Okay, great. Yeah, we do have a whole lot of people. This is not your regular like Apracha, CFA, Giddy, GMX, Nikki, Toy, Stitch, Abina, Jerry King has already fall Fudge, Dorothy, Pretty, Swelled, Mute, Superfood, User, right? We have quite Jesus loves you. Yes, I know, I do. But I know of 0.05% yearly on my savings. Okay, 0.05. That's great. Okay, that's great. But does okay, so it means that 5%. Okay, that's great. Lonky said 5%. All right. So we use 5%. So for those that don't know high-yield savings account, high-yield savings account is just your regular bank account. Even if there's anything that you're not doing right as of today, anything at all, if you're leaving your money, you're getting 0.05 and you are leaving 5% on the table, you might think that it's just numbers. That is a lot of money. And I'm going to show it to you right here, right now. It's called the rule of 72. It's called the rule of 72 because that's what differentiates you from another person. Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. How long it takes your wife just joined the family. Welcome in. Yeah, this is the community of millionaires. So make sure you click on the follow button if you aspire to become a millionaire. Then make sure you click on John 3:16. Exactly. Make sure you click on the follow button right there. So make sure if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, is enough for you to know if this is what you're looking for or not. Click on the follow button, join the community of millionaires right there. Right there. Welcome in, everyone. How are you? And for my YouTube community, make sure you click on that subscribe button. So good to have you right here. So good to have you. So now the thing about it is that here is 5%. Can we see the full board? Right? And here is 0.05%. Okay? So the rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. So it simply means that if you have 10,000, you have 20,000. Remember in their case, they all have the same thing. They work 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, right? 100,000, and then they were diligent. They saved 20,000, which is 20% of their income. So it means that they are saving diligently. They are doing well with what we were taught in school. Go to school, get a job, right? And of course, save some money, right? Work till you DIE. That's what they taught you. Work till 65 and DIE. That's it. Such a very, very beautiful story of life. A very fulfilling life. But guess what? So let's say they take 20,000. We want to know how long it's going to take this 20,000 to become 40,000. How long it's going to take the 40,000, the 20,000 to become 100,000, or to even become 500,000. That's what we want to understand, right? So how long would it take this money to become 40K? 20,000 is double of 40,000 doubles 20,000. Yeah, how are you, Lillian? So good to have you. Make sure you click on that subscribe button on the YouTube side. So good to have you. So now this is 0.05. So there's something called rule of 72. 72, so it tells you how long your money is, how many years it's going to take your money to double. I did not create it. I did not. So go on Google, use another gadget and check it. What is the rule of 72? You would see it there. It's just like the rule of physics. It's just like rule of physics, right? So I didn't create it, right? So take number 72. Okay, Lillian say yes. How are you? So take number 72 and divide it by the rate of return. It's going to tell you the number of years. It's going to take this 20,000 to become 40,000, 100,000 to become 200,000. All right, all I want, just join the family. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. If you are new, if you are just joining, we're talking about the rule of 72. That's what we're talking about. How long does it take your money to double? So if you leave it in a bank account, this is you putting your money in a bank account. All those Chase Wells Fargo, and all of that. This is where you're putting your money. Whenever you sign up and say, I put it in the bank, this is 72 divided by 0.05. Somebody tell me how many years. You said interesting, exactly. That's what you signed off. How many years? 72 divided by 0.05. Put it in the comment. 72 divided by 0.05. That's the interest somebody gave that is getting in the bank, right? My own Chase gives me 0.01, right? But I think the person gets, who was even that black, right? Gets 0.05. So it could be your, whatever interest you are getting on your savings account, take 72 and divide it by the interest. All right, somebody give us the answer. 72 divided by 0.05. I have 131 people right here. Welcome in, everyone. We're now at 127. Let's keep tapping out the live, sharing out the live. It's a two-way traffic on the TikTok side, and I have my YouTube community here. 1,444. So whenever you put your money in the bank, when you're opening the account and you're putting that money, you're just simply signing this contract. I am going to double this my money with you with Bank of America. Follow us, we're new. Welcome in. Yeah, make sure you click on the follow button. Yeah, what you're just signing is, please, I am going to put my money in your bank, and it's going to take 1,440,000 years, 1,440,000 years for it to double. 1,440 years. That's what you just signed up for. So tell me, in your lifetime, if you put that money here, that 20,000 will never become 40,000 in your entire lifetime. And if you live up to 100 years, 1,440,000 will not say, yeah, 1,440,000 years, many times over, you would still not double your money. Welcome in everyone. If you are new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business, and I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. How? These are some of the strategies. This is one of the things that keeps most people stuck when it comes to paycheck to paycheck. Yes, really sad. But if I put it like this, it's very clear. But guess what? A lot of us are doing this, and that's why the banks are getting richer, and average, the middle class is getting, the lifestyle is lifestyle is getting lower on a daily basis, right? Change this thing, and you will see some form of differences in your wealth. You will see that you are closer to financial freedom than you think. So whenever I tell you stop saving in the bank, it is not a saying, it is reality in your pocket. Okay, so welcome in everyone. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I have both my master's and my doctorate in business, strategic business and information system. My day job is vice president of technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information system. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. But even with that income, I still did not gain financial freedom until I started investing, because I was doing what I was saving. But the minute I stopped saving, I started building wealth, right? I started investing. I stopped saving. I started investing. So what you do is you save. What I was initially doing, and that did not give me financial freedom, was I was saving. And then it means that my money is going to double in 1,440 years. Welcome in everyone. So make sure, and this is the Millionaire League, right? Do you see the MDL in front of that name? That's the $1 Million League. If your goal is to become a millionaire or gain financial freedom, this community, it's 10 years. You do not allow to, you're not allowed to do that. Do what, okay? I do not understand what you mean. This is my life. Not to look that good. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. I know that I look that good, right? And super smart at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, that's someone in the YouTube community. So good to have each and every one of you. 2 minutes is enough for you to know. Do you want to put your money in the bank? Are you changing it? Would you stop investing? Would you stop putting your money in the bank and start doing the right thing, right? And yeah, it sounds interesting. Yeah. Make sure you click on the follow button. 2 minutes is all that you need to know, because time is money. Yeah, beauty and praise. Thank you so much. Time is money. You should be able to know under 2 minutes. This looks like what you are looking for. You want to change for financial freedom. You want to gain financial freedom, or maybe the first half of the year was not in line with your new year, new me goal, financial goals. And you're thinking that, well, it's the end of the year, I can't do this, right? But guess what? You can still end the year on a high note, right? We can still end it. We even did 21 days of money reset, mid-year money reset, to help you. And we're still going to take another challenge this month to help you to achieve your financial goals by the end of the year. So make sure you click on the follow button if you haven't done that. Click on the follow button. 2 minutes. Otherwise, if you think, time is money, it's okay to scroll if you know that you're not fine. It's not something that you're looking for. Make sure, just to know that you're not a BOT, and tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends over, and join the community of me. Don't be the only one. Right now, we're trying to we're trying to reduce poverty through this financial literacy, reduce poverty and reduce crime, because poverty and crime has a linear equation. They go hand in hand. So that's what we are doing. So just to help as many people to gain financial freedom. So make sure you click on the follow button and join the community. Youngest and more soon, just join the family of millionaires. Welcome in, everyone. And you are wondering, what should you do when I say stop saving, right? Stop saving because it takes you 1,440 years, right? If it's at an interest of 0.05, at an interest of 0.05, that is what this is. The TikTok, I just click on the follow button, join them the $1 million league as well. And for my YouTube community, make sure you click on that subscribe button, okay? Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. Awesome. So, and what we've just basically done is 3 different scenarios. CFA is actually here. Put yes if you are here. CFA if you are still here. Abina is also here. Yes, stop saving. Exactly. Abina is also here, right? If you are here, put yes in the comment. Wealth is also here. Put yes in the comment. And we are just saying they are all friends, right? They are all friends. They earn $100,000. They save $20,000 because they are all nurses. All of them are doing the same thing. But we want to understand how long it's going to take CFA to double his money from 20,000 to become 40,000, right? That's what we are trying to understand. And then CFA puts his money in a bank, and because he puts the money in the bank, the return on the bank, your normal bank account, savings account, we are not even talking about checking account. Checking account doesn't give you any return, right? But savings account gives about 0.05%, which is pretty high, because I'm in my own Capital One, I get 0.01. So 72, there's something called the rule of 72. Next time you want to invest in a business or you want to put your money somewhere, think about what? Think about where to put your money. I'm like, welcome in, right? Think of where to put your money. Understand where you put your money. If you put it in the bank, 0.05, you are just signed that 1,440 years. That's what is going to take your time. Hey, says, how long? 1,440 years is going to be how long is going to take your money to double. So where you put your money matters. Sephora cannot say it any better. Where you put your money can actually break you or make you. Get you financial freedom or keep you in the right race forever till 65 and not have a life of purpose. Now, we've talked about that. That is one scenario. So understand, I hope you have all agreed. If you agree with me that you need to stop saving and stop saving, right? Put 1 in the comment section. You agree that you need to stop saving. Based on this, put 1 in the comment section if you agree. Awesome. Now let's go to the other scenario, which is the pretty popular one. I put it together. Mosun, thank you so much. Safra, thank you so much for confirming. Now, this other scenario that sounds very juicy as well. Someone says that I use savings account. So if you don't know I use savings account or I interest savings account, they're just your regular bank account. It's just this like this. So what do we miss? We just talked about rule of 72. How long it takes your money to double, okay? And we showed it with a 0.05% return on your Bank of America, Chase of Wells Fargo. It's going to take 20,000 to become $40,000 in 1,440 years. Simply put, your money will never double in your lifetime, basically, right? So this is a no-no. Don't put your money in there. It's a no-no, okay? The other part of it is that let's now go to these other brackets. Yeah, we talk about these other brackets. These other brackets are the people that put money in an IU savings account. So IU savings account is here. Another group that is also here is CD. What return do you get in your CD? What return do you get in your IU savings account? Because we are going to do that. These are other people that say that, you know what? I understand I don't need to save. Saving is not going to be a way, but I have a little bit of financial literacy, but I'm going to play it safe because I don't want to lose my money. And can we get, yes, Jesus died, yeah, absolutely. So can we get it to 12,000 taps? Let's get it to 12,000 taps and let's get it to 50 shares. 12,000 taps, 50 shares. Let's keep doing that. Get your daily admin. If you've been sitting for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Click on the follow button. You'll be sitting more than 2 minutes. It should be enough for you to determine if this is a good life for you or not, right? 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Thank you so much for the raise this cause. Make sure in 2 minutes you should be able to determine if this is a good life, and you will see the numbers. You see the numbers change. Get your daily at me as well. If you have 1 penny to spend in this life, best return on investment, get your daily at me. Your daily at me, you're going to get 30 points back. When you comment, you get points back. When you share the life, you get points. When you click on the when you tap out the life, you get points back. So note all of that. This is a very, very interesting app, right? So that's why you do what you do. Take 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Time is money. If it's not something that you love, then make sure it's okay to scroll. Okay, if it's something that is not adding value to you, make sure that it's okay for you to scroll. But if you think that is something that I'm looking for financial freedom, you've heard about ETF, you don't know what it is, you have been thinking of how to have multiple stream of income through businesses, real estate, you want to become a millionaire, you want to get into financial freedom, or you want to understand what does she mean by stop saving, then make sure you click on the follow button. So we understand that you're not BOTs. We want to get to, we want to know that we have real people here, right? So click on that follow button. And Paul just joined, CVT, and everyone that just click on the follow button. Queen just joined the $1 Million League. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. If your goal is to gain financial freedom, and what do we mean by $1 Million League? People that want to gain financial freedom in 10 years or less. We are not. And you might be saying that $1 million in 10 years, is that possible? Yes. Remove the in. Just sit, calm down, and ask me how. How do we get there? That should be your question. Never ever. It starts with the maddest. Welcome in. It starts with your mindset. You need to change your mindset, because people are doing it in 10 years or less. We are not get rich quick scheme. This is actually delayed gratification. Is actually delayed gratification instead of instant gratification. We are long-term investors. We invest like people like Warren Buffett. That's the way we invest. We are moderate risk investors, not high risk investors. So if this looks like what you're looking for, make sure you click on that follow button. Okay. So for IU savings account, we're going to do 2 scenarios here. Okay. We're going to do, and we haven't gotten to 12,000 tabs. Let's get it to 12,000 tabs. And if you've been sitting here, you've clicked on the follow button, get your daily at me. Get your daily at me and be a fan, be a part of this community, right? We got to, can we get into 50 shares and 12,000 tabs? We have a lot of people here. Let's all get in. Thank you so much for the Go Popular. Thank you for filling the gift gallery. Pilopo is it Filopo? Right? Lawson just joined the family. Uzo just joined the family. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in everyone. Get your daily at me. Turn on notification bell, because there are times when I'm here in the afternoon and there are times when I'm here at night. So you want to know, if you want to be all in and you don't want to lose. Like earlier today, we talked about real estate, right? We spent about 3 hours on real estate. Hope just clicked on the follow button. Get your daily at me as well. Get daily at me. Turn on notification bell so you can be totally a part of it. I'm on YouTube as well. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On Instagram, I'm Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On Snap, I'm Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Across all platforms. So good to have each and every one of you. 2 minutes, you should be able to know if you found value or not. And we're talking about rule of 72. Rule of 72, how long does it take your money to double? 3 people, 3 different scenarios right now. One person is going to take him 1,440,000 years for his money to double. 20,000 to become 40,000. So in his lifetime, the money is never going to get doubled. Okay? That's just it. Now, let's not talk about Abina, who is the other friend, who is also a nurse, making $100,000, but saves $20,000. Okay? That's it. So let's talk about Abina. Abina, in this situation, put his money in an IU savings account. IU savings account is your regular bank account. But the difference between it is that IU savings accounts give you a much higher interest. Much higher interest. Prince Daming, welcome to the family. Right? Let's, what's it called? Abina puts his money in IU savings account. Apila just also joined. In IU savings account is your typical bank account. It's your typical bank account. What does this mean? It simply means that This bank is greedy and this bank decide not to be greedy. Some of the times, even the same bank is creating the same kind of account. Like you would see, like in the United States, like a Capital One will have an IU savings account and it has regular savings account. All right. IU savings account will give you up to 3 point something percent for the people that knows the road, for the people that knows the way. And then there's another account that gives you 0.01%. Isn't that funny, right? Isn't that funny? Welcome in La Protis. Isn't that funny, right? Some people know the way, right? What's going to happen? They have the same kind of account, the same bank. The only difference is that one product and another product. Why would you choose the one that gives you 0.05 and returns 1,444 years? Let's keep tapping out the live. The chart is very slow. Let's get it to 15,000 taps. I know that we are very locked in with pen and paper, but let's keep tapping out the live. TikTok will soon tell me that, oh, what's going on, right? It's a static. I get that every time. It's a static live. Okay. And my YouTube community, make sure you click on that subscribe button. It's so good to have you. Let me know where you're connecting from. We're talking about the rule of 72 using 3 people scenario. So now I use savings account. Now using the rule of 72, the interest rates I'll take to know how to grow my, exactly, that's why we're here. Money market, right? That's why we're here. We're talking about that. So IU savings account gives you 5%. Somebody said 5% earlier. I think that was Black said 5%. Does anybody put their money in CD? Yaza and all, yeah, welcome in. I'm connecting. Yeah, welcome in from Cameroon, right? Welcome in and everybody that just followed, right? See, IU savings account. So let's use the rule of 72. Again, take 72. Rule of 72 will tell you how long it takes your money to double. I did not create it. You will see it online. It's over there. Use your Google. Let Google and ChatGPT or whatever be your friend. 72 divided by 5%. Somebody give me the answer. We want to know how many years it takes your money to double. 72. How long is it going to take this 20,000 to become 40K? 20,000, it could be 1,000 as well, right? 72 divided by 5, the return is 5. 2 variables. Whenever you're using the rule of 72, you need 72 and your return, your interest. So the interest is 5. 72 divided by 5. This is a two-way traffic. The earlier we start responding, the quicker we get out of here. The more we learn, because I will have a limited number of hours. 14.4. Thank you so much. Black is very locked in. Well done, Black. Well done. Well done, Black. Yes, 14. Can you see? Can you see the difference? Thank you so much, Abina, as well. So Abina is actually the one that we are using a scenario here, right? 14.4 years versus 1,440 years. 1,440 years. Somebody put the money in the regular bank. Somebody put it in an IU savings account. And you're wondering, how do you open this IU savings account? You can open it just check the one in your country. In some country, it is called high interest savings account. In some places, it's even like 15%, like Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian American, right? So I know some places it's like 12% is, because they're trying to hedge against inflation. The inflation is at double digits. So they try to hedge against inflation, and because of that, the interest is way higher. So, excuse me. Tiffany, welcome in. So, 14.4 years for 20K to become 40K. Can you see the difference? One person is able to double his money at least 4 times in his entire life. Professor, welcome in. One person is able to double his money at least 4, this is because let's say 15 years, at least maybe 5 to 6 times in his entire life. But this person not even double his money once in his entire lifetime. All right? And that's one of the things. Understand these things alone. Remember, it's the same income. That's the reason why some people stay stuck. Now, let's now talk about Mr. Wealth, because of course, Mr. Wealth. Mr. Wealth, are you ready? Because it's wealth, he knows the road. So if you put your money in CD, or once somebody says, come and invest in something, take number 72 and divide it by that interest. Understand that now. If you are clear on that, put 1 in the comments. I understand this right now. Rule of 72, I understand it. Put one in the comment. I understand rule of 72. Put one in the comment. Welcome in, everyone. Put one in the comment. Let's get it to 15. Awesome. Will I am awesome. Put one. I understand rule of 72 now. Put one in the awesome. Great, great, great. I will stop investing as well. Put one in the comment. I'll stop saving and start investing. Put one in the comment. For those that do not understand IU savings account, or you want to know anything about, go and check what is the best IU savings account in July 2026. In the United States, you have something like a SoFi. SoFi will give you about 4%, and you will even get $400 for free, right? Because they have promotion. They might tell you do direct deposit. People get all those free money here every time. $400, $300. I'm not affiliated with any of the banks in any ways, right? Like SoFi will give you about 4% return. Vero, I think about 5%. Your credit union can also give you. They have all of those products, right? If you is it the same? No, it is not the same thing as it say. This is savings. This number one is saving. Number two is savings. You are not, there's no risk at all. It's zero. The only risk, make sure is this FDIC insured. It is still with your bank. You are not investing. These and these are with your banks. SoFi is a bank. Vero is a bank. Capital One is a bank. On this side, when we get to investing, which is where we are getting to right now, then we can be talking about S&P 500. And then you can double your money in 5 years, which is better than 14 years. Which is better than 18 years. It's better than 1,400 years. So welcome in, everyone. And if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes is what it takes. You should be able to know, is this what you're looking for? Financial freedom, becoming a millionaire, ETF, real estate, right? And of course, maybe it's my beautiful face and my eloquence that got your attention, right? Yeah. I know. I'm just... So, but make sure you click on the follow button. Hold on 1 second. Something was distracting me. So make sure you click on the follow button if you've been sitting here for more than 20 minutes. Thank you so much. Let's get to 50 shares and let's get to 15,000 taps. Can we get to 50 shares and 15,000? I understand, number one, understand the rule of 72. How are you? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I think because they're doing something in the movie theater. Are they playing game in the movie theater? What are they doing? Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I just heard this funny sound and it was it was scary for a moment. Yeah, but it's just the sound for the movie theater. That was turning that, doing all of that. All right. So if you've been sitting there for more than 2 minutes and now you understand or something caught your attention, click on the follow button, right? Make sure you click on the follow button, tap out the live. Let's get it to 15,000 taps and 50 shares. And we'll talk about wealth. Wealth, get ready. Wealth, get ready. If you are still here, put one in the comments. Kate just joined the family. Welcome into the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. If your goal is to get to that $1 million status or to start get to the $1 million status, to build financial freedom, that might be your goal, or to start investing, or you just want to change your finances in the other half of the year. Can you imagine we are already we're already looking at the end of 2026, but guess what? You can still buy your property. You can still invest in real estate this year. You can still pay off that debt this year. You can start investing in the stock market this year. This year can still change your financial story and start building your wealth for your financial freedom journey. So if that sounds like what you are looking for, you have been thinking about ETF, or you don't even know, you want to know how to invest in the stock market smartly, safely, where you're not losing your money, but you're growing your money, long-term investing, make sure you click on that follow button right now. As a matter of fact, if you be seated for 2 minutes, let me give you 30 seconds while we tap out the light to 15,000, right? I'll give you 30 seconds to click on that follow button. Click on the follow button, but it's okay if you think that this does not look like the life that you like. Maybe you prefer the gossips and all of those. Follow to follow, it's okay to scroll. We just want to make sure that people that are here, they are locked in. Because this is serious business. We want to build wealth, get to $1 million, right? It is not a joke. You are the trailblazer in your family. That's what it means. So let's keep tapping out the live. Welcome, Yaka, and the browser, and everyone that just click on that follow button. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Get your daily at me, turn on notification bell. So good to have each and every one of you here. And if you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. ETF, yes, investment. We're going to be talking about that. We're saying stop saving. Why should you stop saving? What should you do? Start investing here. This is your millionaire machine. That's it. That's what you do. If you put your money in the bank, 1,440 years, it's not growing. That's it. It's not growing. It's going to take you 1,440 years for your money to double from 20,000 to 40,000. Can you imagine? Frustrating. But then, if you put it in the high yield savings account, which is, you can check it gives you about 5%, your money is going to double in 14.4 years, which is still pretty decent. But what if I can tell you your money can double in 5 years? It can double in 7 years. It can double in 3 years. That looks more feasible, right? Because in 20 years, in 30 years, you can get to your financial destination within that retirement age, and you retire as a millionaire, or even in 10 years. So let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 15,000 taps and 50 shares, tapping it just shows tapping. Tap the screen. All right, tap the screen and let me know where you're connecting from as well. Tap the screen. Let's tap it. Is it that the screen froze? Tap the screen, get it to 15,000 taps, and we'll talk about wealth. And of course, sharing. Press my forehead on the screen, my shiny forehead right now. My forehead on the screen. Tap, then you see your contact. Invite each and every one of them one after the other until you exhaust them. And then we get you from North Carolina. Paul, welcome in. Thank you so much for the repos. Aya, welcome in. Make sure you click on the follow button. Welcome into the $1 Million League. We're waiting to get to 15,000 shares. We have over 100 people here. So the earlier we get to tap it out, the earlier we get to share, right? The earlier we share, we'll get to see the third scenario. Then we talk about ETF. We really touch about real estate as well quickly, and then we'll get out of here. And then we'll be back again tomorrow. I will do it again and again and again. And guess what? We will see ourselves on the winning end. So make sure you click on the follow button. This is not your regular life. This is serious business. Serious people is for serious people, okay? Once we got to 15,000 taps, great. Let's keep tapping as well, but let's share. Let's power share. Let's get it to 50 shares. 50 shares is what? 50 shares. Get your daily at me. If you're sitting here more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button as well. Okay, is it that we don't know how to share? Press my forehead on the screen. Invite your friends over, right? Let's share with your friends on the share. Or if you can not do that, do a repost, okay? Well done, everyone. We got this. And let's keep tapping out the live. Welcoming everyone. So the other part of it is wealth. Mr. Wealth is right here. Mr. Hey Wealth, have you seen, if you are still here, put one in the comment section. So Mr. Wealth on the other hand, somebody talk about S&P 500. Mr. Wealth on the other hand knows that, you know what, all these things are not working for me. I'm going to put it in an investment. If you put it in an investment, the 14 years is nothing. I want something that is quicker. So he decides to put it in the stock market. No, there's Mr. Wealth A and Mr. Wealth B. Mr. Wealth B decides to buy individual stocks, right? And unfortunately, the Mr. Wealth B, the individual stocks that he there's Mr. Wealth and Mr. Wealthy, right? Mr. Wealthy decides to buy individual stocks. The individual stock that Mr. Wealthy bought, um, it decides to go down and he loses money. That's how I lost money about 6 years ago. Thank you so much. That's how I lost money about 6 years ago. The same strategy. Buying individual stock, penny stock, day trading, and options trading, I lost $99,000. Right? So I did the other thing, but that's it. But then I have also gained hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. What does this mean? Because I started putting it in ETFs. So instead of me buying one individual stock, I'm buying multiple stocks at the same time. That is ETF. ETF is exchange traded fund. So whenever you hear things like S&P 500, that's an ETF. All right? A whole basket of stocks. So you have multiple stocks inside that basket. So instead of you losing, maybe you invested $100, you bought SpaceX at 22.25, and then it came down to $148. How much have you lost? You lost a significant part of your money. That's what you basically, you've lost about how much? You've lost about $75. That's what you have lost. But what if I tell you that there's a way you can actually invest? You can still buy that SpaceX and you don't lose as much as you lost. That is what ETF does for you. ETF helps you with your diversification. It helps you with you managing your risk. Let's keep tapping out the live. Thank you for tapping out the live. It helps you to diversify your risk. What does this mean? Remember, it's a fund, it's a bouquet, it's a basket. Just think about it. Christmas hamper, right? In a Christmas hamper, you would have cookies, you have candy, you have, depending on the kind of hamper that it is, right? Different things are inside it, right? Just the same way, when it comes to ETF, it's multiple stocks, different types of stock. In that stock, you would have energy stocks. In that basket, you would have you can have real estate in it. In that same basket, you can have technology stocks. You can have fast-moving consumer goods. You can have retail. Why? So like an S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the United States, and you might be saying, oh, is your United States? No. You can be in your country and still invest in it. You can buy the ETF in your own local country. In your own country, you can buy the ETF in that same country. Does that make sense? You can buy the ETF because ETF is a basket of funds, a basket of stocks. So it simply means one thing that differentiates Nana Aqua, welcome in. Thing that differentiates one ETF from the other is what? What differentiates is who manages the fund and what is inside that fund. What are the stocks that is inside it? Remember, like an S&P 500, what is inside it is top 500 companies in the United States. It could be for top 500 companies in Zimbabwe. It could be top 500 country in Kenya or in Qatar. It could be top 10 companies. It could be the entire US stock market. So I hope you understand it. It's a whole fund of individual stock. If you understand it, put one in the comments. Can I buy American ETF without SSN? Absolutely. Just you open the account in your country and you buy it, right? You can buy it. Absolutely. You can do that. All right. Make sure you click on the follow button. Let's tap out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. I know we are all locked. If you understand it now, put one in the comments. I understand ETF. I do not. SSN. What is social security number? Violet. That's a social security number. That is if you are a citizen or you are an employee, you are one way or the other associated into United States, you have a social security number. It's like unique identifier. It's like your prisoner's number, whatever, or your identity, your number. Everybody has a different number. All right. If you understand it, oh, you're welcome. You most welcome. If you understand it to this point, put one in the comment. I do not understand it. Repeat, Dr. Lina. Put zero in the comment. I understand it. Put one. I do not understand it yet to this point. To what I've talked about. Put one. I understand. Zero. I do not understand. Let me know where we are at. And let's keep tapping out the life. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Can I do ETF under ISA? Absolutely. I want to believe so. I want to believe so. ISA is the tax advantage account in the UK. Okay. Hello, you just joined. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We talked about rule of 72, talking about three scenarios. Okay, Evelyn, like that's fine. All right. If you do not respond, I want to assume that you understand. Should I assume that? Yeah. Should I assume that if you do not respond, see, this is not your regular life. You need to respond. It's a two-way thing. If I don't get response, we stay here or we just end the life. So you need to respond. And if you're sitting more than 2 minutes, you understand longest. If you've been sitting more than 2 minutes and you've not clicked your follow button, click the follow button. Make sure this is your time, right? Look, as a matter of fact, take a minute and look. Have you clicked on the follow button? If you haven't, now is the time for you to click on that follow button, because obviously if you've seated for 2 minutes, you are finding value. Thank you so much for the daily at me. That's how you do it. You click on the follow button, get the daily at me, tap out the live, share out the live, go populars, give the gallery. And my YouTube community, make sure you click on the subscribe button. So good to have each and every one of you right here. We're talking about the rule of 72. It takes you 2 minutes. Do not waste your time in places. 2 minutes, time is money. If you're in a place, you should either know that this is value for me or not. Otherwise, just scroll. And welcome to the family, Naval. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family of millionaires. This is the $1 Million League. I'm your convener. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. And I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. I'm an economist, a chartered accountant, hold my master's and doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I'm a vice president of technology and also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. But with all of this income, I still did not gain financial freedom because I was saving, right? I was saving instead of doing what? Investing. Until I started investing in ETF, in businesses and all of that, real estate. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So real estate is a big part of my wealth journey or my financial freedom journey. ETF is an enabler, right? Is an enabler. So I am diversified in both and also businesses. So those are the three wealth building tools for me. So if that sounds like what you are looking for, make sure you click on the follow button. I am happy to be your coach because this is the community. This is the $1 Million League. AJ, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We teach this to give financial freedom to as many people as possible. So for the people that do not understand, ETF is just a whole basket of stocks. It's a basket of stocks. What does this mean? Instead of you buying individual stock, let's use SpaceX for instance. I'm saying it because it's the latest IPO, right? That everybody bought, even though they don't know why they are buying. Do you take questions? Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, right? The thing about it, I'll answer it as to the best of my knowledge, okay? So the thing about it, SpaceX, a lot of people bought. If I ask you, why did you buy SpaceX right now? You would say, I don't know. If you do not know, you are a speculator. There are three categories of people when you are investing. There's the speculator, there's the gambler, and of course there's the investor. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just following the crowd, right? You are just following the crowd. Is the next big thing, you put your money. Guess what? What's going to happen? You are just gambling your money away. If you are just assuming, oh, I think I'm imagining it's going to happen. You don't have data behind it. Guess what? You're a speculator, right? And then there's the investor. Those are the people investing the right way. Understanding it, have data about it, right? So for instance, let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. right? 20,000 taps. Let's get into 20,000 taps. If you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on that follow button. Don't miss this, right? So ETF is just, like me, I did not buy an individual ETF as I did not buy SpaceX. Why? Because 700 million or 700 billion dollars every single year lost, that seems huge to me, right? I'm not saying that it's not going to be good in future. The only thing is that the future, maybe when the jets start going to the moon, and that's the next storage center. Yes, I can. That might make sense at that point, right? But you are just assuming it's the next Bitcoin. It's okay, but guess what? That doesn't mean I still don't have SpaceX. I still do have SpaceX. It's my property, like a house in a worthy investment. Well, I'm not in Nigeria, I'm in the United States, but real estate is always a good investment, right? If you buy it the right way, you want to just look for a realtor, or someone that, how do I put it? Someone that knows the terrain of your market, right? That would be able to tell you, okay? Someone that understands your terrain of your market for you to be able to, yeah. But unfortunately, but ask me anything about the United States, I'm going to tell you, okay? About the United States. The United States, not the stock market, in terms of real estate, I'll be able to, but I can also guide you, right? I can guide you in general when it comes to real estate. Real estate is always a good thing. Also, can I just click on the follow the join the family? Awesome. So, but whatever we're talking about, ETF is a global. Whenever, if there is a currency there, the spend currency there. Hey, Chama, the spend currency. There's a currency there. There's a stock exchange there. You can invest in ETF, right? You can invest. It's a global thing. You can invest anywhere in the world. Either you want to invest in the United States or in your local country. How much do I need to start? You can start with $1. $1 to start real estate in the United States. It's at least you're talking about, depending if you're a citizen, there's a 3 to 5%, right? If you're, yeah. Okay, so let's be back here. Otherwise we'll not. Let's finish this, okay? Yeah, let's finish this. All right. So the ETF, it's a basket of stocks. So when I say that I did not buy SpaceX, but I still own SpaceX. You are new here. I'm new here. Which app can I use? Exactly, we're here. That's why we're going to be talking about this. Make sure you click on the follow button, be locked in, tap out the live, get your daily admin, turn on notification bell, keep tapping out the live, share out the live. That's it, right? We'll get to it. Now we're talking about scenario 3. Yeah, welcome to the family. We're talking about the scenario 3. The scenario 3 is somebody that is putting money in investment, right? Is putting money in investment. ETF, I did not buy. An example, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. All right. So there's a whole basket of stocks. A whole basket of stocks. So like SpaceX, it went down. This is the exact story of one of my clients as well. Actually, bought it at 225, sold it at 150, lost $75, right? Imagine losing for $75 multiple times. That's how some people invest. They panic sell, they buy what they don't know, and then they panic sell when the price goes down, right? That's how you lose money. Right. And I do not blame anybody. I was exactly like that about 6 years ago when I lost 99,000. Okay. So soulmates, welcome to the family. So but how is it possible that I did not buy it SpaceX, but I still own SpaceX? It is something called ETF. In my own ETF, for instance, SpaceX is now part of the NASDAQ 100, right? It's the 100th company in the NASDAQ 100, which is the top technology companies in the top technology companies. So the technology giant like NVIDIA, you can also check it. What are the 100 top on the companies in NASDAQ 100? NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Oracle, all those top companies that you see, that is technology. That is what that company, that's what NASDAQ 100 is, right? Now SpaceX is part of it. Do I own NASDAQ 100? Yes, I do own NASDAQ 100 in my portfolio. It's the second on my portfolio. I do own that. But because SpaceX, right, is not part of it, so I own it. So, Dr. Lina, make it make sense. How does it, if it goes down, it goes down. So I'm going to ask you this question. So guys, be ready. It's a two-way thing, right? If I just told you, somebody that bought SpaceX, it goes down. And somebody that bought an ETF, with 100 companies in there, top companies, Google, Microsoft, and SpaceX is also there. Who is going to lose more money? The one that bought individual, scenario one, the one that just bought SpaceX. Scenario two, somebody that bought multiple hundred stocks, solid stocks, but SpaceX is also inside that portfolio, is going to lose more money. One or two. One, if you put your money fully in SpaceX, it's going to exactly. Welcome. Yeah, SpaceX, thank you. Bicho just joined the family. Welcome in. Awesome. I love that. I love the engagement. That's exactly what I want to see. Yes, exactly. Marcia, welcome to the family. That's what I want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. You people respond. When you respond, when my family and my community respond, it's more fun. It's not just one way. Okay. TNT, welcome to the families. IZB, welcome to the family. So at least now you understand the concept around ETF. Thank you so much. That you understand the concept around ETFs right now. Number one is that it helps you to spread your risk, manage your risk, right? At the end of the whole day, it's impossible. Christ Embassy, welcome in, right? At the end of the whole day, it's impossible for you to lose your money. That's it. It's impossible for your money to even become 50%. Because guess what? In that same, if let's even look at it. And my YouTube community, how are you doing today? Let me know where you're connected from, and make sure you click on that subscribe button as well. Sit for 2 minutes. If you know that, if you learned something, make sure you click on the follow button. Everyone, if you are new here, make sure, and you'll be sitting for 2 minutes. ETF, real estate, millionaire, financial freedom, my beautiful face. What else again? Businesses, real estate, rule of 72. Right? It caught your attention. Make sure you click on that follow button. As a matter of fact, everybody take a minute and check, because a lot of time it happens to me a lot, whereby I'm in a life and I'm enjoying it. I'm tapping, I'm doing everything, but all of a sudden I realized that I did not click on the follow button, and then I'm looking for the person later. So now is your time. Take a minute. Right? I know you're all locked in. Take a minute and click on that follow button right now. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Farid, awesome. Tough to fire. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, make sure you click on that follow button right now. Welcome in, everyone. Take a minute. So let's see what companies, and always make ChatGPT or your phone, your Google, your friend. Martino, welcome in. Everyone, welcome into the $1 Million League. Welcome in. So the what is in NASDAQ 100? Let's see. 100 companies in NASDAQ 100. So I tell you, and Invesco is the one that manages the fund. So the 10 companies, the 100 companies that we have, can you see? And my YouTube community, oh, it's the other way around. If anybody can teach me on YouTube how to move things around, that would be great. Can you see NVIDIA? So let me call it out because of my YouTube community. We have NVIDIA, we have Google, Class A, Class C, we have Apple, we have Amazon, right? We have Broadcom, which is an amazing company. We have Tesla, we have Meta, we have Micron, we have Intel, PepsiCo, Costco, Wholesale, Adobe, Netflix, Starbucks, Qualcomm, Ange, PayPal, right? These are all the companies, some of the companies. Now imagine all these companies. These are solid companies that have been around for so long and doing well. As a matter of fact, these companies have been around for so long. So it just simply means that SpaceX, which is pretty new, which can either do well or not do well, right? If it goes down, that's how you spread your risk. That's how you diversify. As a matter of fact, the multimillionaires, how do they invest? They diversify. They diversify. That's it. Yeah, they diversify. That's how you manage your risk. You spread your risk. Can we tap out the live? Let's get it to 20,000 taps. So for the one that's very popular, like an S&P 500, and like I said, ETF is a whole basket of funds. what is the two things that you should take out of it so that you remember is what is in the funds and who manages the fund. Because it's a fund, what is in the funds, who manages the fund, what is the fees of the funds. Most of the time it's pretty minimal, it's in the 0.01%, 0.017, 0.05%, right? Except for the one that has a very high return. That's when you would see there's no one that would be above 10%, 0.1% thereabouts. Okay, so the fees are pretty minimal. That's one beautiful thing about ETF. The other thing is diversification. It helps you to spread your risk. You are diversified into multiple industry. Then the ease of, you can say that, you know what, but I can also buy individual stocks and all of that. It's not the same thing. It's not, right? It's not the same thing when you buy it as a whole basket. Because think about, you want to buy 500 companies, you are buying it, you have $500, you're not buying it. How much do you want to buy? $1 of each? It doesn't. Instead of doing that, buy the entire basket of it, all right? And guess what? He has data. That's the other part of it. He has data. Like S&P 500 has a past data, a previous data that is, like of a return of 15, of in the past 10 years, S&P 500 has done 8 to 12%. So it simply means, remember here, we are moderate investor. We are not get rich quick scheme. We're not hypes and all of that, right? We are moderate investors. Hey, David, thank you so much, right? We are moderate investors. So we would say, if you take the average, the mean, the median, whatever you want to call it, Tado, welcome in to the family. If you take the mean, the media, that's about 10% return. And you might think that 10% is not a lot. I will show you the numbers here with Mr. Wealth. 10% is not enough. I will show you the what this means, right, to you with the 10%. But what is even better, 14 to 15%, which is what is returned in the past 10 years. The past 10 years is more recent, which is, I always go with data. Data it is for me. Data it is for me, right? What does the data say? The past data, the trend. The trend says in the past 10 years is done 14 to 15%. In the last year, as a matter of fact, it did 18%. Right now, I think it's done over 20 something percent, right? But you don't want to take right now because next year it could be 5%, it could be 2%. But average it, because you're a long-term investor, average it in returns in the past 10 years, even through COVID and everything. People that started investing, that put their $20,000 in 2016, by now their $20,000 is already $80,000. How do I know? Because rule of 72 will tell you how long it takes your money to double, and I'm going to show it to you right here using Mr. Wealth. Okay, so S&P 500, and you can Google it yourself. So many BS on social media. Always trust but verify. Trust but verify. If you'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on that follow button, tap out the live. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. I want to believe we can do that. Thank you so much for doing that. Get your daily at me, and of course, if you can also power share, repost, and all of that, that helps here. Go Popular helps here as well. The gift gallery as well. Look at it, fill it up, or whatever you can do. That would be absolutely appreciated, because that's the only language the algorithm understands. TikTok is a business, so they expect us to do all of these things from time to time, so that that's what shows that you value this life. That shows that. So whenever you are, that's why I say, if you sit here for 2 minutes, if you find value, click on the follow button. If you don't find value, that's okay. It's okay for you to also scroll, right? Or you think that it has the potential of giving you value, make sure you click on the follow button immediately. Thank you so much for the Go Populars. Go Populars puts us up to the FYP. It takes us straight on the FYP. The more Go Populars that we have, we go straight on the FYP, and that is you blessing other people, because some other people will see here that they struggle with their financing. Maybe they've been trying to learn how to invest, or maybe their saving is going to get their attention, and they will be here. So what you're doing right now, TNT, that is absolutely amazing. But even if you don't have any penny or you have 1 penny to spend, get your daily at me. I don't have penny to spend. Comment, tap out the live. That doesn't cost you anything. It costs you your fingers. So that's it. Tap it out, share out the life. It shows that you value the life. I'm investing in you right now. All you can do is also to invest back, right? Well, right? It is. That's just the way, right? That's just the way. Awesome. So let's do Mr. Wealth. Let's do Mr. Wealth. Thank you so much, TNT, for all those Go Populars. Thank you so much. Gift gallery, if you all can fill it up, that would also be great. That also helps. All right. So let's talk about S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies. Top 500 companies like Nvidia, Google, all of those companies that are right there. Procter and Gamble, Johnson and Johnson, Coca-Cola, and all of that. Yeah, true. Thank you so much. So let's keep tapping. Let's get into 20,000 taps and 50 shares. 20,000 taps and 50 shares. That would be great. So S&P 500. It has returned in the past 40 to 50 years. Check it yourself. 40 to 50 years is return. Is return of, hey, sexy lady, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for all of those. Really appreciate it. Right? Thank you so much. So 40 to 50 years is returned how much? Is returned 8 to 12%. And for the purpose of this life, we'll leave it as 10% because it is, we want to, how do I put it? Thank you so much for filling up the gift gallery. We want to, for the purpose of this life, we want to, we are, not this life, this community, we are moderate investors. We are not high risk investors, right? We're not high risk, we are moderate investors. Thank you so much for filling up the gift gallery. Really, really appreciate that. So now let's talk about it. S&P 500, we're talking about the rule of 72. We showed the scenario of the bank. Leaving your money in the bank is going to take you 1,444 years. Now let's do the S&P 500. The reason why you should actually invest. Take 72 again, divided by 10. What do you get? It will tell you the number of years it will take your money to double if you put it in an S&P 500 that has done this average for 40 years. So even with the downturn in 2008, with COVID and all of that, people that have left their money for the past 10 years, thank you so much for that, right? For the past 10 years, and for the past 40 years, they have returned at least average 10 years, 7.2. Thank you so much, Violet, 7.2. You know, this is an engaging life, so you need to respond. This is a class. Remember, I'm a professor, so you will have to respond to me. Otherwise, you will see me, I would stop until you respond. So 7.2 years. Can you imagine? For 1,440 years. 14.4 years. So half of that years. Half of it is what is going to take you when you put it in an S&P 500. Yes, you might say, oh, the risk. Yes, the risk, but guess what? It has done that averagely for the past 40 years. What's going to happen now? Think about the companies that are in there. So whenever you are buying, think of the companies that are in there. If you can put your money in SpaceX, I don't even know why people do that, right? If you put your money in SpaceX, now imagine like Apple, Google, Nvidia, whatever. Terry, welcome to the family. But please, what does 72? Okay. Violet, it is the rule of 72. Go online, take a rule of 72. What does rule of 72? It takes you, how long does it take your money to double? How long it takes your money to double? So what happens should I need money urgently? That's why your emergency fund goes in here. In your IU savings account, you don't put your emergency fund in an investment. You do not put your emergency fund in an investment. What's your emergency fund? 3 to 6%, 3 to 5%, 3 to 6 months of your living expenses, your transportation, your housing, your feeding, and of course your utilities. 4 things. Multiply it by 3. If those are 3,000, multiply it by 3. Make it 9,000. Put it in your bank, in your IU savings account. That's the only money that goes into your IU savings account, returning 5%, 3%, or whatever. That's it. Here, we don't even put money at all here. And most of the time, my people in the middle class, my corporate workers, you know, my blue collar, white collar jobs, that's where they put their money here. 1,440 years, the money is not going to double. But your IU savings account houses your emergency fund. Now, let's go here. If you want to grow your money, this is where Mr. Wealth is where you want to put here. And Mr. Wealth is actually a name. He's actually in this life. Mr. Wealth is actually a name. It's here. So it takes you 7.2 years to double your money. Now let's look at what is even better than 7.2 years. What has S&P 500 done in the past 10 years? And now I teach people to fish. I don't give you fish. So we're going to take another gadget, your laptop, your iPad, or whatever, right? And you're going to check this and verify what I'm saying. What has S&P 500, Standard and Poor, top 500 companies in the United States, what has it done in the past? What has it done in the past 10 years? In the past 10 years, what has it returned? Put it in the comments. Now is your turn to answer, because I can tell you this right now. How can you do it yourself, right? This is me enabling you, empowering you, right? Go on Google, take another gadget. What has S&P 500? I know the answer. What has S&P 500 done in the past, averagely in the past? Just type in, what has S&P returned averaging in the past 10 years? Put it in the comment. Put it in the comment so that we can move on. Any answers? What is S&P 500? Because if I'm not here, you want to be able to do it yourself. What has it done in the past? What has it returned? What has S&P 500? And then you can also be able to know that, okay, she lying, right? Because I can give you a number and it's not real. What has S&P 500 done? Return averaging 12 to 15%, longest, depending on where you're checking it. That's great. Who else again? Any other person? Thank you so much, longest. 12 to 15%, yes. Who else again? Put it in the comment. The earlier we get the answer, the earlier we continue. And then, because we are going to talk about ETF and I want to wrap up this live, 14 to 15%. Thank you, Nunu. Nunu, did you hear that from me yesterday? Did you actually check Nunu? Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get into 20,000 taps. Let's get into 50 shares. 20,000 taps, 50 shares. Get your daily admin. If you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on in the past 10 years, exactly. So if you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, make sure you click on that follow button. Welcome to the family. Click on the follow button if this sounds like what you're looking for. So now think about it, and I'm going to take it because of time. 14 to 15%, 12 to 15%. You can Dokas, welcome to the family. So it means that it has returned 13 to 15%. Thank you so much. So we can conveniently say about 14 to 15%, right? We can say 14.5. We can use 40. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am glad that people are checking. Now you know, whenever you want to invest, you know how to check yourself. You know the data to check yourself, and that's you. Now I have empowered you. How do you buy which ETF? You will know how to find it yourself. That's what you have just done for yourself right now, because the data is there for you. So say 14 to 15%. I've seen 13 to 15. I've seen 14. So I'll take 14 to 15%. 14. Let's take the in between, because we are a moderate investor. High risk will take 15%. Low risk will take 14%. Moderate risk investor would wear 14.5. So using the rule of 72 again, 72 divided by 14.5. It will give us the number of years it will take your money to double. So put in the comment, 72 divided by 14.5. Coach Miguel, welcome in. And let's keep tapping out the live. The chat looks very quiet. Let's tap out the live. Let's get it to 20,000. We have over 80. We have 84 people. We've gotten to close to like 150 people in this live today. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. We're going to reset the live shortly. 4.9 years. Thank you so much, Violet. 4.9 years. It actually have 2 days. 2 days or 6 days right after. 4.9 years. Thank you so much. So we'll round it up to 5 years, right? See, 5 years. Thank you so much. No, 5 years. So we can say 5 years. So which one would you pick? You want to double your money to, thank you so much, Will.i.am. You want to get your money to 20,000 to 40,000. Which one would you pick? 5 years, 7.2 years, or we can say 7 years, 14 years, or 14.5 years, or 1,440 years. Which one? 440 years, 14.4 years, 7.2 years, or simply 5 years. Which one are you going to take? Or maybe 3 years. 5 years. Okay, I see 5 years. Okay, five. Okay, exactly. 5 years. So that's the difference. Guess what? They are the same set of people. Three different people getting the same income, saving the same money, and they are getting three different results. This person here is going to double his money in 5 years. 5 years times, it means that in 20 years, his 20,000 will be in year five. What's it going to be? 20,000 is going to become 40,000 in year five. Year 10, what is the money going to be? Is 20,000, what is it going to be in year 10? Put it in the comment. His 20,000 will become what in year 10? His 20,000 will become what in year 10? When we say double your money, no, in year 5 it's going to become 40,000. In year 10, what is it going to be? In year 10, 80,000. Thank you, Emmanuel. How about year 15? What is it going to be year 15? What is it going to be? I want to make sure that we understand. In year 15, what's it going to be? 160,000. Thank you, Nunu. Emmanuel, okay, that's 160,000 exactly. How about year 20? Year 20. 320,000. That's it. How much did you put? 20,000. How much has he gained? 300,000. $300,000. Is that life changing? What is it? Is that life changing? If it's life changing, put yes. If it's not life changing, put no. How much did you put? 200,000, 20,000. That's the power of compound interest. That is why they say compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. It is life changing. What is even more life changing is, let's assume that money was 100,000. 100,000 will become, you use the same scenario, it becomes 1.6 million. That's why it is important for you to put some money aside. The more money you keep aside, the more money you can actually have to invest. Okay, if you put more money, you buy ETF, you see that your money is growing. Welcome in, everyone. Make sure you click on the follow button. We're talking about the rule of 72. How long does it take your money to double? If you put it in the bank, it's going to take 1,400 years. If you put it in an IU savings account, or you put it in what's it called, CD, right, giving you 3 to 5%, it's going to take you between 14 to 18 years, right? And within the same period, if you put it in an S&P 500 to see what it has done in the past 10 years, right, at 14 to 15%, your money would have become what? It would have doubled at least four times in 30 years, in 20 years, right? 4 times in 20 years. So that might be the difference between three different people doing the same thing, saving money, putting money aside, and doing the same job. And one person is gaining financial freedom, and the other person is right there struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. Unfortunately, this is what they taught us. This is the category where a lot of people lies. This category. So if you have your savings account, this is where you lie. 1,400 and joining from California. Welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you click on the follow button. Mint Sopas, how are you? It's been a minute. Yeah. How are you doing? So good to have you. Where should we put? And that's what I talk about. S&P 500. S&P 500. If you are new here, make sure you click on the follow button. Make sure you click on that follow button. We are talking about the rule of 72. Using 3 people. They were here. CFA, Abina, and Wealth. One person, he takes his money, you put it in a Bank of America, Chase, or Wells Fargo, it will take the money to double 1,440 years. It's not me, it's the rule of 72. Take 72 divided by the rate of return, right? The interest rate, 0.05, 1,440 years. Abina on the other end, right? Abina on the other end is also put it in an IU savings account, returning 5%, or in a CD, returning 5%, 14 years and 4 months. If it's 4 years, it's 18 years. If you put it in an Mr. Wealth, that is very smart, right? Very smart. Put it in an S&P 500. In the past 10 years, it's returned 7.2. It's returned 14.5. In 5 years, the money doubles, right? That is how you invest. That is what you need to do. Stop saving, start investing. Now, you want to do it in 3 years. make it quicker and all of that. There's so many other ETF that is available. ETF is exchange traded funds. Instead of you buying individual stocks, you are buying multiple stocks. Basically, that's what you're doing. You're buying multiple stocks. That's what you're doing. And then you want it to be quicker. Add real estate in the mix. Add businesses in it. And you will see yourself build wealth. That is, you see, this is the millionaire's wealth, the millionaire's wealth blueprint. If you have been sitting here, if you are new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I have been investing in the stock market for close to 2 decades. Being in corporate America, rose to the position of vice president of technology. I have I'm an economist, a chartered accountant. My master's and my doctorate is on strategic business and information management system. I'm a professor teaching AI cybersecurity, a VP as well, vice president of technology. But with all of this big profile, when I was saving, I did not build wealth. I did not gain financial freedom, even with that income, until I started doing what? Investing. So if this sounds like you want to gain financial freedom, this is the community $1 million league. You see it, MDL. That's $1 million league. This is the community of millionaires. If your goal is to become a millionaire, change your trajectory, or we're doing it in 10 years or less, or even if you don't want to become a millionaire, become financially free, work optional. That's it. Click on, take 2 minutes. If you find value, oh, this looks like, oh my God, I need to change this, right? I need to start investing. You don't know how to go about it. Make sure you click on that follow button, tap out the live. We'll soon be rounding off the live, but come back again, get your daily at me, get your, what's it called, turn on notification bell. And whenever we are live, you would know. It's a privilege to meet you, ma. God bless you for the info. You are most welcome. Yeah, when God blesses you with the knowledge, it's God that gave it to me, that blesses me with it. Remember, I lost money. Dandy, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Click on the follow button. Dandy, Stitch, and Park, Frankie, Taiwo, Amofa, who else again? JP, Kate, all of you that just joined the family. Welcome in. That's for you. Easy, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in to the family. If you sit here for more than 2 minutes, that I can tell you, 2 minutes is what you take. Good morning. Are you from Germany? I told you my Germans are going to be here. I told you yesterday they were here, Germany. I had Germany. We had 20 countries here. 20 countries represented. Can we beat it? What countries? Where are you connecting from? I'm in Texas, in United States. Put in the comments which country, where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from? And we just talked about ETFs. Spain. Ooh, that's the newest one. I want to come to Spain. I've been to 22 countries. So you can hear my excitement. Kenya, that is my in-law. UAE. You see, I'm going to see Qatar, Ghana, Germany. Perfect. See, I'm telling you, I love my community. Virginia. Hey, I am in Texas. So good to have you. Georgia. Hey, how are you? UAE. See, I love the UAE is the Middle East. I want to make sure southern part of Africa. Awesome. Awesome. Good, good, good. Where? Put what country, drop the country, and make sure you click on the follow button as well. We're wrapping up the live. We just talked. Are you from? Yes, I'm a Nigerian American. I am a Nigerian American. Yeah, Delaware. Yeah, I'm a Nigerian American. So good to have you, right? So good to have you. So put the country where you represent. Put it in the California. It's California, Italy. Awesome. You see, how many countries have you counted? Lagos, Nigeria. Is Lagos today. I haven't been in that country for over a decade. I haven't been, right? How have you been? How are you guys doing? Put your country. We have 158 people. 161 right now. How many people? How many you are from the? Oh, that's great. That's great. So good to have you. So good to have you. Where is my Mexico? Do we have Colombia? Mexico? Do we have Japan? Do we have China? Right? Ghana. I see my Ghanaian. Zimbabwe. Where are you? Where's Zimbabwe? South Africa represented here. Right? So you see, I love diversity. I've been to 22 countries. That's the more reason why I changed financial freedom, by the way. That is the reason why I chase financial freedom, because 6 weeks is not enough. Dubai, that is UAE. So how can I start? Exactly. I'm going to show you shortly. We're just still meeting each other. You see, I'm excited. What other country? Do we have Japan here? Welcome in, everyone. Make sure you click on that follow button. Do we have Tanzania here? right? Do we have Zanzibar? All right, put the country where you represent. I love it. As a matter of fact, Million Dollar League has the side of lifestyle, right? Lifestyle, because there is the when you make this money, to what end? Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. So my own goal is, you want to know what is your goal when you make that money. Now I'm a millionaire. Okay, so what is it? England, that's great. Yeah, you are a millionaire. What, to what end? What do you want to achieve? My own is to travel the world. I've achieved 22 countries already, but how can I travel the world when I only have 6 weeks of vacation, 6 weekdays from work? Please, how do I go about 5 years investment? That's what we're going to be talking about shortly. Where are you connected from, Violet? Put it in a comment. Welcoming everyone. If you're new here, make sure let me know where you're connected from, and make sure you click on the follow button. We just talked about, you're from the UK. Awesome. We just talked about show 3 scenario. Rule of 72 using ETF, right? That's what we just talked about. So put the country where you're connected from. 7, it can either take you 1,440, 14.4 years, or of course 5 years. 5 years, but it can even be 3 years. It can be 2 years, right? And that is how quickly you can gain financial freedom, right? Become work optional. Awesome, awesome. So for people that are asking, I know, please keep putting it in. I want to know where you are connected from, so that whenever I'm in your country, I can always stop by, right? The only country that I've not been, I don't think I've been to Ghana, I've not been to Kenya, right? But I've been to UAE, right? I've been to Germany, I've been to Monaco, I've been to Bora Bora, right? I've been to all of those countries. I'm just counting the countries I need to visit next. Yesterday we had Thailand. So you see the link right here. Thank you for sharing out the live. I think we can get to 30,000 taps today, and we can get to 100 shares. Can you see the link here for those that are asking? I have a full course that's going to tell you exactly what are the top, what's it called? The top ETF that you want to buy. 10 it is the fee structure. It's going to tell you the returns on investment. You can make your choices. It's going to tell you if it's high risk, if it's moderate risk, if it's low risk, right? It's going to tell you based on and you'll be able to determine. It's going to ask you 6 questions, 5 to 6 questions. Once you answer that question, you'll be able to determine, I want to take 1 or 2, 3, 4, right? We have that course. It's a 2-hour module course that is pre-recorded for you, okay? Pre-recorded for you. And you see the link right here, and I will step out again to grab the link. I'll put it in the link, right? I'll put it in the link. All right. Right now it's at 50% discount. The other day it was at 75%, but now we put it at 50% discount, and then it goes back to the normal price. So let me get the link, and I'll put it in the comment for everyone that is asking. So how do I get the 5 years? It's going to tell you the account you can open. You can do it from anywhere in the world. It will tell you the accounts that you need to open. I'll put the link in the comment. All right. So it's the same link that you have up there. That's it right there. That's the link to it. Click on it. That's the link to the store. It is the Smart Investing Workshop. And I'm going to, and my YouTube community. So it's so good to have you. You'll find the link in the bio as well. So I'm going to end the stream right here on this side.